want to introduce myself. I'm Georgia. This is my little vision that's came to life today, which is really cool. Woo! Stop it. So, I just want to explain a little bit about what Shout About It is, because people are always asking me, like, what actually is it? What are you doing? What do you do on the weekends? Why are you working 24/7? So basically, Shout About It is a little community that I started about a year ago, because I've been photographing gigs for quite a while now. I've been photographing gigs for quite a while now. I only started it 2 years ago. These guys have been doing it fucking since the Stone Age. So yeah, basically I just wanted to bring photographers together because we all stand in the pit and we all don't speak to each other, just look away and just get on with it. So I just wanted to bring everyone together. I wanted to get bands speaking to photographers. I wanted them to see their work. I wanted photographers to just go and speak to a band and be like, so what angle do you like being photographed at? Things like that. Don't photograph my double chins. So that's kind of the idea of Shout About It. It was going for a while as a website, and I started a community on like Instagram and Twitter, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew. Everyone just getting over to this little idea. And then a couple of months back I had an idea, 5 a.m. on a train to work, like an idiot, and I was like, I'm going to do a festival. I've never put on an event in my life, so I'd like to say this one's gone alright for my first one. Definition of wonder. Stop it, I'm blushing. So I'll shut up in a minute. But basically we've got some photographers here from a bit of everywhere. They're all people that came to me and said, I like what you're doing, I want to be part of it. So we're just going to give a massive round of applause to all of them, but I'll go for the names first, and I'll probably get in the wrong order because I can't see the ones on the other phone. Rob Stewart, awesome, met him at Goo Goo Dolls gig. The first photographer actually ever spoke to me in a pit. Thanks, Rob, even though you're not here. Trustor Fox is this man here, Nidge. Legend. Jed Stewart Welland, went to uni with him, absolute legend, did the same course. Duncan Stafford, crazy Scottish man, not here, but he's sound. Lindsay Melbourne, don't know if she's here, she's floating around, she's got cool hair. Cool girl, love her. Thomas, massive on the Liverpool gig scene at the moment, his photos are awesome. I think his top one there is my favourite one of the entire festival, so thanks Thomas. Alex is the yellow one on this side, first up. Right here, you know. Matthias Hombauer is from Vienna. He can't be here today, but he runs a big gig photography community as well called How to Be a Rockstar Photographer. So really cool to be doing something alongside what he does. Then Svenja Block, she's from Germany originally, she's not here as well. People have posted their work. I mean, flights are expensive, man. Mick Connor, he's here around somewhere. There he is, give him a round of applause. Jordan Flynn, that's me, well it's all me, we're doing and finally, I want to give a massive thank you to this woman because she's travelled all the way from Australia to come and exhibit here. She's an absolute legend, her photography is phenomenal, and it's her birthday today, so an extra big round of applause. Jack Logan! Anyway, obviously we love bands and it's all about the music, but I wanted to just shine some light on the gig photographers, not myself, so I'll just ask these questions to these guys. And yeah, just talk a bit about the industry. I did have questions, but I've given my phone to my mate to film, so I'm kind of fucked up. Anyway, we'll start with introduce yourselves. Tell us, have you got a day job? Is this your day job? What are you doing?
This is kind of my day job at night time. During the day as well.
Okay.
I'm a teacher. Whatever. Teach photography, in charge of photography at a college, and try and inspire students to do what they want to do, really. From my point of view, there's a lot of students that want to do music photography, but they haven't got the chance to do it. So hopefully through communities like this, there's opportunity for them. While I've got the mic in my hand, can we have a huge round of applause for the person that's put this together today. Huge round of applause for Georgia. Bigger than that, louder,
and my journey in gig photography kind of only started 2 years ago, and it was all in little gigs around Liverpool. My first one was at 24 Kitchen Street, which is just down the road. Really hard because gig photography, you're practically photographing in the dark, and I've been lazy for the past 8 years and I've been camera in auto, so I had to learn, didn't I? But how did you get into gig photography?
I used to be a drummer in a band back in Manchester, and the band was rubbish, really shit. And we failed, and I've always taken photographs, and I've always wanted to be around bands. So I started taking photos of bands and artists and stuff like that. All them years ago, when I was 4.
In nappies with your camera tucked into the side. How about you, Alex?
I started doing sports photography, and I was asked to do some band photography, and I chanced it with my favourite band, and I got a press pass, and it just kind of went from there. So I just carried on.
Cool. And what advice would you give to somebody in this room if they wanted to get into photography but they've never picked up a camera?
Just do it. Pick up the camera, do it, keep taking photos, make mistakes, keep taking photographs, make mistakes and make more mistakes, and get some feedback on it. Put your images onto Instagram, onto Twitter, make more mistakes, but keep on learning by it, and take some advice, but do your own thing. Don't try and do what everybody else does. It's like the bands that we've had on this afternoon. We've had some great bands on, but they've been playing their own music. Do your own style of photography. Don't try and copy everybody else. Be informed by people, but do your own stuff, really.
I'm just really good at making mistakes.
It's funny because I still take about 2,000 pictures of one gig and only get about 10 that are in focus, but I'm getting better now, it's working. So I was going to ask the obvious question. We don't like to name drop as photographers, but we've all got a little secret gig that has been our favourite one to photograph. What's yours been, Nidge?
The last one? I don't know, I can't really answer that, because every gig, there's always something in a gig, you always see something, there's always something happening. I've enjoyed today. I enjoy music, I just enjoy taking photos of them. I like working with the emerging acts, the emerging bands. When they get to a certain level, they seem to sort of fade away and move over to someone else. But I like working with new talent.
How about you?
Yeah, just try and, whatever you go and do, just try and take something from it. Learn something from it, take some new experience from it. Don't do every gig exactly the same. Just try and get a bit more experience from it.
Best advice you've ever been given?
Don't do it.
How about you?
It's shit.
Mine's probably your lens cap's still on, love.
I can remember when I got my first press pass, I'd asked for some advice on a forum, and I'd asked about trying to get my images into a newspaper, and somebody, for some reason, they just put on there, oh, just enjoy the experience, you're not going to get any further. And I'll just try to flip that on its head, really. I think, fuck you. And a few months after, I was shaking hands and getting a hug off Katy Perry, so that was nice.
She's fit as well, so winner.
She's lovely. She smells like candy floss.
Name dropper.
I like Katy Perry once. I got her hair locker in my bedroom. Just kidding. Anyway, just like to inform you about gig photographers, it's an industry that I feel personally is kind of not really recognised in the music industry. It's one that's pretty vital because so many artists get the photographs and they take gig photographers for advantage. I mean, we drive for miles, most of it's for free. We have to argue to get our press passes even though we know them. Give me it! But yeah, sometimes there's a bit of a challenge, but this is why we started Shout About It, really, is to just build that community and get those people recognised. And it's been so cool to have all the bands here today that I kind of chose because they've all supported the music industry. I've photographed them loads, wherever, from like a really small gig to a really big gig. And it's not all about kind of like your superstar people that you photograph. It's always about supporting your local music scene, getting to gigs. I mean, it may be Friday night, but get your arse off the couch. Corrie's boring now, just go and watch a gig. Only about 5, huh? Yeah, has anybody got anything to add? Because I'm conscious of time before we bugger off. Yeah, it's good. Any opinions, feelings? Mainly about the gig industry, I mean, don't go into your diary.
I think the most important thing really is bands get to talk to the photographers, tell us what they need, what they want. And I think I like to work directly with bands more so than magazines and stuff like that, because you develop a relationship with them and a style that suits you. If it's sort of like taking photos of people in a shopping cart outside, or whatever, you find a style to do it, don't you?
Targeted to that Sly Antics, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, with shorts on.
See their shorts in a bit. How about you, Alex? Anything to add?
Yeah, there's always going to be live music. Whatever goes on in the music industry, whatever goes on in the publishing industry, with budgets being scrapped and shrunk and all that sort of stuff. There's always going to be bands, there's always going to be photographers. So it's always good for those photographers to link with the bands to link with the photographers, and just bypass all the bullshit, basically. If we can network like stuff like today, it's going to beat all the bullshit, and hopefully we'll just keep on pushing the work out, really, and just helping each other.
As well, aren't we? Everyone knows everybody, and we all work together.
It's been really great today to see photographers kind of helping each other out, not getting in the way of people's shots, not elbowing each other in the face, kind of like having a laugh and a chit chat, and like an actor with the bands, and it's cool. Yeah, get out of my shot. But yeah, it's been a great day. Thank you to everyone who came along. We've still got loads of music left. If you've got a mate, text them, tell them to stop watching Corrie and come down here for the next couple of acts. We've got Natalie McCool on next, and we've got Sly Antics, Luca, Zach Taylor on later, and then tomorrow we've got 12 till 6, just to soothe your hangovers. We've got a little acoustic day going on. So there's loads of great Liverpool talent coming here, Assels, Silent Cities, Ellen and Ellie, Amanda Lowe, who's came all the way from Canada to sing over there. Woo! But yeah, just a massive thank you to everyone who's contributed, everyone who's shared or anything online. Big thank you to every photographer who's exhibited. I think every year this is just going to grow and grow and grow. Shout about it, we'll be back in 2018. No matter how stressed I get, it will be back. Thanks to District for being a super cool venue. You are literally awesome, and I love the flowers on the bar, just gotta say. And thank you to like the 20 people, friends and family that turned up here at 7 o'clock in the morning in the piss and rain to come and give me a hand lift and things. It means so much to me, and I didn't really do this event by myself because I had an army of people behind me. But thanks so much for coming, everybody. Let's go and get a bit pissed now because it's the evening time.